It's a very low barrier to get into the Gronk Squad.
That's crazy!
We've committed to do the Daily Talk Show for 10 years.
Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Put it in the calendar.
That one in.
I just like to check the temperature in the room.
I told you my squeegee story.
It is outrageous.
Come on, let's go. It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 998.
Happy hump day, everybody.
It is getting very close to episode 1000.
Yeah, 999 tomorrow, and then boom. We can do maths.
It's very good. There's worms in the office and ants. We'll go ants and worms.
Actually, 2 seconds. I'm going to check the ant situation.
Okay. So Tommy has put something in the kitchen, which you said...
Yeah, kill the queen, kill the nest. And it was a sad day. Like I felt like there was music playing. Like it's so weird what we decide to feel for, like little insects. And then, I mean, there's people whose job it is to kill animals for people's consumption. But, and you know, most people don't have there's a lot of people that have a problem with eating meat, but a lot of people don't think about it when they're eating meat.
Yep.
Ants. I mean, if you're a Buddhist, you can't kill anything, dude. You can't swat a fly.
Yep.
And yesterday I was laying these traps. I was like, just leave them. Like I didn't want to wipe the ants off the bench. There were so many of them. I was like, they'll be gone tomorrow. Sure enough, they're gone. Because they eat the trap, they eat the bait, walk it back to the nest. The queen, I just imagine, is like fat bastard in the movie, you know, just sitting there, just get just in my belly. Just waiting for just these minions to be doing shit. And
so you spiked,
she's dead.
You spiked the queen's food, essentially.
Yep. Game of Thrones shit in this office.
It is interesting.
Absolutely
isn't it?
Killed. So that was the ant problem.
Yeah. Then the worm problem. You had a itchy asshole yesterday, was it?
Look, it's a bit graphic.
Yeah.
And this is funny. Like Craig Harper called me yesterday. He said, "How are you, mate?" I just told him. I said, "Mate, I got worms." And I was like, Craig's a good friend. He appreciates honesty. But even at that moment, he's like, people are like, stay away.
Yeah.
I think he even said, don't come near me with that. Like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Approaching him with my asshole. So my son goes to daycare. 30 kids. I sent you guys a photo. I sent the work group a video of Bodhi straight after daycare, hands on my face, like at my mouth.
As you're piggybacking.
And this is how you get them. It's a thing of life. Jess thinks she's never had them in her life. Hasn't played hard enough. George, I don't know. George, give us a yell from upstairs if you've ever had worms. I don't know. But we talked about this on the show. We talked about this on the show years ago. We will be able to say years. Yeah, years ago we talked about this on the show. As kids, your mum or dad, parent, brother, sister, whatever, next door neighbour, weird guy, would get a torch and shine it in your arsehole.
Yeah, to try and get them out, wasn't it?
They would come out.
Yeah.
And so that's not happening as an adult. I'm not showing my A to anybody.
Yeah. What about 10,000 lumens? You would get everything
that
out. That would
barbecue my anus. And so anyway,
on the way out,
you just
Stella, I hope you're still listening to this.
When you need to take a worm tablet because you've got worms somehow.
Yes. It
says the whole family should have a worm tablet. My wife's pregnant. She cannot have a worm tablet. It also specifies that.
No pregnant
chicks. No pregnant people. And then you guys are family, so we're in close contact.
Yeah. Do you think this is also just a good scheme for them? I think this is almost like Lolly's share packs or whatever, right? It's trying to get people to eat more.
Well, it's a Tim Tam packet where if you're sharing it with somebody, one gets left out by the end, so you got to buy another packet to even it out.
So how many worm tablets did you get?
There were 6 in a packet.
I had
4 in the business.
Yeah, George had one.
Bodhi's had one. And Amy obviously can't have one. Yeah. It really is. The worm packet for our company and my family is perfect until...
we expand,
Yeah, as in my family expands. But right now there's leaving Amy out. But it is a weird one. Do you talk about this stuff? I was thinking Imagine when we've got 40 employees and they're thinking, remember that time we gave worm tablets to the whole whole team?
I mean, what's the so you said that you came into the office this morning, sort of hands up, like worm free, baby.
Yeah.
How?
I've just got no itch.
Okay. So that's all it is. Is it doing the same thing? Is the tablet doing the same thing as the light? Is it just push them out, or it's just killing them inside?
It's obviously wiping out. It takes up to 5 or 6 weeks for a worm to run its course of life in you, if you weren't to touch any medication.
Yeah.
That's not to say it won't come out.
Yeah.
With a ablution.
Yeah.
It's
what?
I don't know. I heard my mum say it.
Ablution.
Ablution.
Interesting.
I think it's some term about expelling from that end. But all good, guys. Mm-hmm. Big win around here.
Yeah.
I think everybody's worm free.
Mm-hmm.
Bodie's had it. He's fine. Not that he was complaining.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Kids don't know. Kids are always itchy and dirty and smelly and fucking who knows. Like there's moments where he'll just like you see him, he's standing up and he just clenches his ass. Classic case of seeing someone's, their sort of dimples in their bum go together and you really say, ooh.
And that's because he has worms.
And then he says, oh, my worm, I've got itchy. And then he fucking runs around the house. Mm-hmm. Like it's happened a few times. Mm-hmm. So anyway.
And so you stayed up late last night too. Can you explain what you were doing?
Oh, so sad.
Mm-hmm.
Sad, but fun experience staying up. So I know the thing is I know more about it now after staying up to do it than I did before I was about to stay up to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I was staying up for the launch of a token. So it must be, it's like an altcoin, I think, in the same sort of space, called Mina Protocol. So we own a few. We've got Cardona. And this was another one that we were going to buy. It was a sort of weird process where you had to buy US dollar tokens through one app and send it to the other one that was registering the sale. Basically, it was an exclusive sale on CoinList where you had to have US dollar.
So what's CoinList for people that don't know?
Well, CoinList, I think it could be like a wallet. You can hold your Bitcoin in there. You can hold Ethereum, but it also has sales that come up every now and then. So you can buy into these tokens through this platform, CoinList.
So CoinList, it's in like the name list, I guess it's sort of, I wonder if it's sort of like you're listing the coin.
They say that they've got like the top, it's like it doesn't have everything. It's very limited and they've got coin list.
And so the reason why you have to go onto CoinList is because
they had the exclusive for this launch of Mina, the token.
Yeah.
And so I registered. CoinList is where you get access to the best new tokens before they list on any other exchanges. Previously on CoinList platform, blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah.
Have you looked at the CoinList reviews? Have they got good reviews?
Oh, they've been around for a while. Jimmy said that they're
Conspiracy
Jimmy, my man.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so they were launching Mina and there was 75 million tokens available or something crazy like that, at a purchase price of 25 cents a token with a maximum purchase of 500 USD of the token.
And part of the reason you were excited is one of our mates got in early on one of these things.
Yep, did one of these, bought in. The tokens were like maybe, I don't know, 10 cents. He hasn't told me this, but I just did the maths. It's like your rich mate, you work out how much he's worth.
Yeah.
I've done the math. He paid roughly 10 cents a token.
Yeah.
Got thousands of them. Those tokens are now worth $35. His investment of 500 USD is now worth 170K.
It's good.
Very good. And so think about any ones you buy, Cardona, Dot. Think about what they're worth now. Imagine if you got them when they first launched. You were the first people to access this token. So there is a lot of hype around it. I missed out. What a process. You're in the queue. You get assigned a random number. So Conspiracy Jimmy got in 45 minutes before I did to the queue. And he got assigned his random number.
How did he get in so much earlier than you?
I was just in the car. It just opened up. But there's no rush. You could have waited 4 hours after I got in and got a random number.
So it reminds me of something like Ticketmaster or Ticket Tech where you're trying to get pre-sale tickets.
Yeah.
And so Did it work? So you did it with another mate,
and my dad, yeah.
But you were all doing it in the same account, so you couldn't have multiple computers going at the same time logging in.
It would have been good if we, in the future, say if we all did it, and we all had our laptops,
different IP addresses,
then the thing is, you're just getting less and less and less of your own investment, because if you're splitting it, say if it was like 5 of us, and we're like, we're going to split whatever, whatever we get, we're going to split it in 5.
Unless 2 of the people get it.
Yeah, but then, so you'd have to come up with some rule. But then you're still making less. But the sale opened and it reveals your queue number. And I'm just saying a number. I don't know what it all means. 57,000.
Yeah.
So that I was number 57,000 waiting at the meat shop to get my salami.
It seems weird that so on the thing around it doesn't matter when you come in. Don't you think that that's sort of, I don't know.
It's unfair.
Well, that doesn't make sense because it means, like, how do they top it? How do they know what number to give you?
It's randomized. And so Jimmy,
based on what?
Jimmy,
like on 100,000, like they're taking 100,000 pool?
Whoever the amount of people. So there was people upwards of 70, 80,000 in the queue.
But so the total amount, you can never be.
You can basically work out as soon as you see your number if you've got any shot at it.
Think about it like this. So if you get in the queue and you're one of the first people in the queue.
Yeah, Conspiracy Jimmy's mate was number 12 in the queue. So he's buying.
But if you're one of the first in the queue, you're the last person to jump into the queue. You are the person always that goes in is going to be the last person to get in.
No? So it's randomized. So before sale opens,
there's a pre-queue.
There's a waiting room.
Yes.
Where you jump in.
So that's
waiting room, you get assigned your key, your queue number.
Yeah.
And you can jump into that. So it says on it when I open it, thank you. The mini community sale has not yet started. When it starts, you'll be assigned a random place in a line. So that's instantly generated.
So that makes more sense. So the idea of, because you need that waiting room first to ascertain how many people. Because for instance, if you didn't have that and it was just as soon as you go on, you get a random number. And it's 60,000.
It's as soon as it hits. So maybe they go the pool of whatever. There could have been 150,000 people in the waiting room. And then all of a sudden, and it just.
Yeah.
How's it all work, dude?
And so how much? I mean, because I feel like with these things, you don't necessarily need to know everything about it. You just need to know the basics. How much explaining did you have to do to your dad to get him across the line?
Oh, not much. I think that's the thing about crypto.
Because it's $150. It's like you can.
It's low investment a lot of the time, and people have no idea how to do it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had any idea if it wasn't for Jimmy pushing me through it. But then that's why it's like Dad's now into crypto. My brother's into crypto because I bought some. Yeah. But then that's allowing people to start being curious about it and start learning for themselves. And that's what I was saying about. Get into it. If you have a friend that's doing it, get them to set you up an account, put something minimal in if you're curious, because it will make you then interested. Now I know how to do these sales. I could do it by myself. And so, I don't know.
It's a good skill. I get it's similar to, like, I think about the investing stuff, only starting to invest when I'm 30. I wish I'd known all of this stuff when I was 20.
Yeah. But think about, we're only interested in it now for some reason.
Well, this is the interesting thing. It feels like it is everyone's talking. I don't know if it's just like, it even feels like that with golf. Everyone's talking about it. But no, don't you get the vibe?
You're talking about it to everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's very true. It's the tightless hat. Yeah, I'm wearing a tightless hat.
Yeah, Fitzy messaged and said he loves it how you wear your golf hat all day, every day.
Yeah, I think that's something that doesn't happen much.
I think that's his point.
Yeah.
But it's actually a great hat. I would wear one of those.
Yeah.
I've got no idea.
They're really
what it
nice,
is.
aren't they? Yeah, pro shops. But I could definitely, I'm exclusively going to wear golf hats because it's a great in.
Like you're not wearing a golf hat if you don't fucking...
If you're not
knock
into
about
it
on the golf course.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is like wearing a New York Yankees hat and having people, like, this is the one time that I'm comfortable with wearing the hat.
My favourite is seeing people in a NASA t-shirt.
Yeah.
You say to them, oh my God, you're an astronaut. That's fun. But heaps of people in America wear NASA t-shirts.
Yeah, I wonder what the deal is with the licensing. They must just give it to everyone. Yeah, because I feel like
New York Yankees. They're not giving New York Yankees. Like, think about, I bought one. There's all those shops in New York City that are just shit cheap singlets for tourists like me.
Yeah. Well, a bunch of that's like the I Heart New York stuff. But then there's, I was looking on Amazon, what are they called? The towels, the golf towels that I was talking about. You can get all of the, your favorite baseball team, you can get in a towel. And I was thinking about, I was like, so I was going for Astros last year, but then I found out that they were massive cheats. They were doing stuff like, they were banging like bins and stuff to give signals. And so they're actually...
Is that cheating? That's actually against the
rule. So de-eval... Well, because the thing is they're giving like the... if you think about the catcher gives signals around what pitch to do. And so if you're hitting the ball and you know what sort of pitch you're about to be handed, you can better react. Anyway, when I told Diavella that I was going for the Astros, he's like, bro... Yeah, you're a piece of work.
But I think it's you could probably drop the baseball thing.
No,
because he's so into golf.
Yeah,
it was such a misalignment with the baseball.
But the baseball thing is, I feel like it just fills things out a little bit. The main one is obviously watching the Masters. I needed a KO subscription. So I've got it anyway. Like rather than the Major League Baseball subscription, but not all. Like so, the thing is from a baseball thing, it's not an all-in thing. It's just a very so. For instance, there's little devices that you can get. So one of the things is you have a marker that you use to mark your ball. There's a bunch of different things, but so when you're putting, and say for instance, your ball is further out than me, I need to mark my ball or whatever, and pick it up, so then you don't hit the ball.
Just fucking use dollar coin.
But there's all these other. So the big thing now, which wasn't big when I used to play, is poker chips, and so you can get different style poker chips. Albert Park Golf Club had their own poker chip, but I could get. So little things like that.
You should actually be a baller and get a $500 chip from Crown Casino.
I've actually seen that on YouTube. The funny thing...
there'd be some arsehole that's got a $10,000, $20,000 chip, just puts it down.
But the thing with sport though is like Benny, my golf coach, hope he doesn't mind me calling him Benny.
Have you spoken to him?
No, we don't text. But
do you have his number?
No, it's probably a good thing because it means it's all through the system.
It's all business.
Yeah, it's all business. So the time because I've started going to Yarra Bend or whatever, when I transition to a new coach, it doesn't feel personal at all.
So he's not going to... I once got late night calls from a client.
Really? That happened to Commando.
Oh, yeah, and then she was stalking him. This was almost that, dude.
Yeah.
I've had a few of those.
But apparently...
Craze.
Yeah. Anyway,
but hang on, golf, there was always you were always like... and I think people thought it was all weird. It's like you want to be the baseball guy, but it's like it was before you were actually into it. Whereas I've always been like, well, I don't mind sport, but I don't really care. I don't need to be that person unless I like it.
Yeah,
you like golf.
Yeah, I love playing golf. I think what I love. I actually love playing golf. If there's enough golf on TV. So what I'm talking about now is spectator sports. Like stuff that I can watch on television as well. On the sport thing in general, when I was getting my golf bag, it was a red and black Titleist bag. And Benny said, well, who do you barrack for? It's like, don't really play that game.
Yeah. Well, he's a sports
Essendon guy.
There you go. He's blending.
Yeah.
He's blending it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there is a connection, the golf thing into sport, because then I'm watching AFL players hitting the longest drive.
Oh yeah, I'd watch that.
So they did a whole thing with TaylorMade on it was Brayshaw. What's his name?
Yeah, James
Brayshaw.
But he's not a footy player. Never has been. Cricket. Was a cricketer.
Yeah. Then was on The Cage for many years.
And then The Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Employed me.
Really?
That's how I got my break.
Nice guy, don't you think? Is he nice?
Legend.
Yeah,
he
really
was
lovely.
A fucking absolute legend to me. He believed in me and got me on his show. And I was doing roving reporting for The Rush Hour, him and Billy Brownless.
Yeah.
And I should have pushed it harder for him to sort of mentor me.
Yeah.
Show me how to
We should get him on the show.
I'd love to get him on the show.
But he, whatever footy show that he was sort of on.
He was the host of the footy show.
Oh, was he? Okay,
for years, but then he went.
Was he straight after Eddie?
Yeah,
Sorry for the sports
after
show,
Eddie.
everyone.
No, it's great.
We just love sport.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was the host of this segment where they were at Albert Park and hitting the longest drive. So there would be 4 players from the footy teams. Interestingly, like I guess if they're really great athletes on the field, a lot of them are playing really good golf as well.
If you're a professional sports person, I reckon footy, cricket, you've got skills. You've mostly got skills.
Yeah.
Look at Jordan, went from fucking basketball to baseball to golf.
Yeah.
the guy
Did
was
he do golf, did he?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't get to that.
Watch it. He was playing
really
some serious
Okay.
golf, dude.
But anyway,
I think he got a hole in one. I think he actually got a hole in one once, on
good.
camera.
Hole in ones.
Don't knock it until you get one.
Well, maybe I have. You haven't asked me. Have I gotten one?
mate. You've not got one.
No, not yet, but very close. The thing is that even as a kid, hole in ones are a possibility, because the thing is, like on a par 3, if you're talking 140, 160 meters or whatever, hit it on with an iron, you can just get lucky.
You can get lucky. It's just life. You can get lucky.
No,
I
but
could
the
have got
thing is-
lucky last night and bought Mina. Didn't.
But
Luck was not on my side.
But the whole thing with the hole in one is there is a huge amount of luck involved. You know, reading the greens, all that sort of thing.
Well, you can just bash it towards it and fucking land it and get it
Also,
in.
getting on the green,
you can try.
Getting on the green isn't that hard on a par 3. We would get like probably 70% of the time, 80% of the time, 70%. I'll get on the green.
That's
on a par 3.
That's huge, dude.
On a par 3, no, it's not huge. No, because if you're like it's a par 3.
No, I
so
get it.
means,
I get it, but still, 70% of the time,
yeah,
it's fucking great, mate.
thank you.
You done for this golf chat?
Yeah,
How many hours of YouTube have you been watching a night? Like, you've got a full-time job outside of this, don't you?
4 or 5 hours. But I watched. I was getting into exercises for golf. What do you think the most important thing to work on your body is for golf?
Your rotation. So your like
For
your
strength,
hips,
for
your
strength.
hips. Yeah, your torso, like driving through your hips.
All in legs. Legs is the main one.
Yeah, but if you got no strength, so your glutes, your hip area, so like your abdominals going in, your glutes.
Yeah, I don't know, but they were talking a lot about legs. It's just like getting leg strength.
It's good to have.
Because I think that probably the average Joe Blow would think arms.
Oh yeah,
but you actually just need like rotational thing, to your point, like flexibility, but you like the strength and the power actually comes in the legs.
It's like boxing. Your hips, the way you throw, you rotate your torso, punch someone in the head.
We're going to definitely have some sort of Gronk golfing event. Brendan reached out to me and wants to play.
Yeah.
So that's great. Derrimut golf course, I think.
Oh yeah.
So we'll just play, I think, with him and his business partner Dan, maybe colleague Dan.
It's a fucking couple of businessmen.
Yeah, just
doing golf, talking biz.
Having a hit. So that could be fun. But
how about because you were selling the networking of golf? How about you put on a golf networking event?
Yeah, definitely.
And you need to be a business owner. You need to want to do business, and you need to probably want a video made at some point, and you'll use us. There's like fine print. If we ever do video, we need to use them. You
would definitely get it. I think the thing is, if you just changed what you're watching a little bit from a content perspective to be more in line with golf. So seriously, if anyone's interested,
I sent George golf content.
You do?
I sent George.
Why didn't you send it to me?
Well, no, because you went in the office and I was like, George, have you seen this putt? He's like, what? And I flicked it to him. Tiger Woods, the fucking putt king.
And you think that I talk a lot about golf? Like every time I say something to George, he's got a golf anecdote.
Yeah, but he also knows when to bring stuff up.
Yeah, but he literally said, he was like, like I said, I watched this video on golf, and he's like, oh yeah, I watched this one on like rotation and stretching and all that sort of thing. But that is good fun. It would be good to do, I don't know what it is, what a low barrier to entry thing could be for episode 1000, which is on Friday.
Who's coming in that has a putt machine? My auntie used to have one.
Yeah.
And I'd always play it. You'd putt into it and
Yeah.
And then I'd go over and fucking press my finger on the.
And it hits you.
Don't put your finger there. And it was like,
they're super cheap. We could just get one. But
yeah,
it would be nice. It would be nice.
Get one of those because then you could just go and
have a putt.
You don't have a putter.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, so
George has a putter.
No, I've borrowed one.
Okay,
so
then somehow work out getting a putt machine. Who's got one? Drop it off.
Yeah. I think with Rebel Sport, I could get one for $50.
Yeah,
but I could just buy it for myself because I would like. I need to get a putter anyway. So
from Rebel?
No, not Rebel. I'll go to the pro shop. All right. Well, that was fun.
See you on episode 999, which is tomorrow, into 1000.
Hi at thedailytalkshow.com. If you've got any suggestions for episode 1000, but 6 a.m. Melbourne time on Friday, we'll be doing the show for 1000 minutes, which is 16 hours and 40 minutes. We've got a bunch of guests locked in. Pete Shepherd early in the morning. Jem Watts soon after that. Jules Lund. There's a bunch of people.
Stacey June, Craig Harper, Ryan John. Hopefully Ryan John message me back, yeah?
Oh, really? Ryan Shelton. At the final hour, which will be very exciting.
In person?
Yes. Hi at thedailytalkshow.com. You can touch him. And we also have the big cup, what do you call it? Pulley system, which will be, we'll work on that today. Yeah. Great. It will all be live streamed at youtube.com/The Daily Talk Show. So turn on the bell so you get notified. We'll be doing the whole stream will be up there. So
remember, if you get worms, get the whole family a tab.
The Daily Talk Show.
Have a good one.